Welcome everybody to Chase Field as the NLCS is set to kick off and the Cincinnati Reds will be taking on the Arizona Diamondbacks here in Game 1. Both teams are coming off a pair of NLDS series, both of which lasted the maximum 5 games. Cincinnati had to beat the NL East champion Washington Nationals, and the Diamondbacks had to beat the wild-card New York Mets. And that Diamondback-Mets series was one of the craziest in postseason history. So now we got the Reds and the Diamondbacks. Winner of this series will play either the Cleveland Indians or the Boston Red Sox in the World Series. Let's get right on into it. Here's a look at the Cincinnati Reds lineup for tonight's game. Jose Peraza, Adam Eaton, Jesse Winker, Eugenio Suarez, Scooter Gennett, Yasiel Puig, Ramon Brito, Tyler Stevenson, and Alex Wood. Not to mention they have Joey Gallo on their team. He only started 2 games in the NLDS, as here's Todd Woodruff, the starter tonight for Arizona. Woodruff did not pitch in the NLDS. He would have pitched in Game 5, but Arizona gave that start to their ace, Robbie Ray. So Todd's going to get the start tonight, and he was solid this year, nothing crazy, but didn't pitch bad by any means, as his first batter would be the infielder, Jose Peraza. And that one is down by third base line and fair. Welcome to the NLCS, everybody. As the Diamondbacks pitchers in the last series had no hitters going into the 4th inning at times, and the Reds get one early. Adam Eaton strikes out, and then here's Jesse Winker. Gets that one into left, so the Reds have 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out for one of the most powerful hitters in baseball, Eugenio Suarez. That one goes over the head of Moustakas for a single. The Diamondbacks should have intentionally walked him, but okay. Suarez will drive in a run. Scooter Gennett strikes out. Big K from Todd Woodruff. And then that'll bring up Yasiel Puig. That one's a deep shot into right field. And that'll result in extra bases. Eugenio Suarez is heading home. And the throw is in time, but not before. The Reds get 2 across. And they will lead 2-0 as we head into the bottom of the 1st. The NLCS was all about pitching for Arizona. This series, it looks like we'll be seeing a lot of hitting. So now it's time to look at second-year manager Brian Quinones and the Arizona lineup for tonight's game. Nick Williams, Marcell Ozuna, Mike Moustakas, Mookie Betts, David Peralta, Marcus Semien, Jake Lamb, Wellington Castillo, and Todd Woodruff. So here's Alex Wood on the mound. He pitched earlier in the NLDS, I believe in Game 1, and he did not allow a single run. And he is the Diamondbacks' kryptonite because he is a lefty. The Diamondbacks are a primarily lefty lineup, so he will not make things easy for this group. And here's Marcell Ozuna showing off a righty on lefty crime for the ground rule double. The Mets were made of primarily righty pitchers, and Ozuna really struggled in that series outside of a few big hits in Game 1 and Game 2. But here against the lefty, his ball is almost in the pool. We're going to have a few pool cams today. That one went off of the edge of the jacuzzi. As here's Mike Moustakas. He's going to draw a walk, putting 2 on, 1 out for the Mook Man. Mookie Betts down the line past Eugenio Suarez. Ozuna headed home, and the Diamondbacks will cut the lead in half. They will make this game 2-1. So the bats are coming alive early. Here's David Peralta coming off his big NLDS where he hit 5 home runs. He's going to go down looking. Semien goes down swinging on the high fastball, ending the 1st inning. It's been a very interesting start to this game, and I'm saying that as an understatement. Let's move on now to the top of the 2nd inning. Todd Woodruff hoping for a better start than he got in the 1st inning. 2 outs for Alex Wood. He strikes out. That'll be a 1-2-3 inning for Todd, and he needed that to get the confidence back after a pretty bad start to this game. And here's Todd Woodruff now up at the dish with 2 outs in the bottom of the 2nd. Nice shot into center, but it will be tracked down by Adam Eaton. And Alex Wood gets a 1-2-3 inning of his own. Let's move on to the 3rd. Here's Jesse Winker, weak grounder. Mookie Betts with a nice play. And that'll be another 1-2-3 inning for Todd Woodruff. He's playing a lot better right now after that abysmal start. So now let's go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Let's see if Alex Wood can continue to play well as he strikes out Marcell Ozuna on the low changeup. Nice pitch. And then here's the Moose. He's swinging at the high heat. 3rd inning over. Score remains 2-1. After the 1st inning with all offense, we've seen pretty much none. And right as I say that, A Eugenio Suarez will go deep into left center. His first home run of the postseason. And the Reds will double their lead, making it 3-1. Eugenio Suarez, one of the most underrated power hitters in baseball, showing why there. And then the following batter, Scooter Gennett, gets that one over the head of a right fielder for a double. So Cincinnati is in prime territory to do some damage. Here's Yasiel Puig, the following batter, draws a walk. The Reds have another base runner on. Still no outs, remember. 3-2 pitch, big strikeout. Ramon Brito goes down looking. And then that'll bring up Tyler Stevenson. That should have been a double play. However, Moustakas bobbles it. Everybody's safe. Inning should be over, but instead, the bases are loaded for Alex Wood. High fly ball into left field. It would be caught. However, Scooter Gennett is headed home. He will be safe. And Cincinnati makes it 4-1. Mike Moustakas' error will cost Arizona a run. And the inning finally ends with a strikeout for Jose Peraza. So now let's move on to the bottom of the fourth. Arizona needs to start a little rally, and they don't do that. Inside knuckle curve will get Marcus Semien. Alex Wood is on a hot streak right now, and the Diamondbacks infield can't do anything. So we're going to see a pitching change. Matt Andriese will enter. He is a long reliever, but the thing is, the 7, 8, 9 hitters are due up next inning for Arizona, so that means either Matt Andriese hits or he's only going to pitch one inning today. As the first batter he faces, Adam Eaton, gets hit by the pitch, and then here's a Eugenio Suarez. He's 2 for 2, make it 3 for 3. That one goes in the pool, or awfully close. I couldn't really tell. We'll take a look in just a second as Eugenio Suarez with an incredible start here to the NLCS. And if you take a look at it, it bounced off of the wall and into the jacuzzi. Splash, the famous Chris Smoove once said. So now, second and third, one out. Deep fly ball into left. It is caught. However, the run is headed home. Adam Eaton will be safe. And the Reds are eaten. They lead at 5-1. Here's Yasiel Puig now. Big opportunity. But he doesn't make the most of it, striking out, ending the fifth inning. Let's move on to the bottom of the frame. Jake Lamb starting the inning off of a walk, so Arizona gets an early base runner. And then here's Wellington Castillo, the following batter. Gets on one past the glove of the shortstop. 2 on, no out. The Diamondbacks would elect to go with the pinch hitter route. It didn't work out. And then 2 outs for Marcell Ozuna. Fly out into center. Puig catches it, and the Reds go 1-2-3 after allowing those 2 base runners. It's now into the 6th inning. Pedro Strop on the mound for Arizona. In 2 games so far, he's pitched 1.2 innings, and he has allowed 2 runs. Not great start to the playoffs for him, as he does strike out Ramon Brito, and then gets the catcher's Tyler Stevenson as well. And then to finish out the inning, Alex Wood strikes out. So a 1-2-3 hat-trick inning for Pedro Strop. Let's move on to the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 remains our score. Mookie Betts starting the inning off of a walk. Arizona wants to get those base runners. You know what it is. That'll bring up David Peralta. He hit 5 dingers in the NLDS and make that 6 for the playoffs. David Peralta, as that is his 4th straight game of a home run. And in the NLDS, the Diamondbacks were 3-0 in games that Peralta hit home runs, and 0-2 in the games he didn't. Is that a sign? Let's see if it means anything. Jake Lamb does ground out to first. Brito makes the play, but Arizona cuts the lead in half. Big home run from David Peralta, and if the superstition is true, the Diamondbacks will win this game. Let's go to the 7th inning. Fly ball into center. It will be caught. So another 1-2 inning for Pedro Strop. He's had a good game in this one. Let's now go to the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Thornburg on the mound now for the Mets. Alex Wood's day is done. 6 innings, 3 runs allowed for Wood. As here's Wellington Castillo. That's a high fly ball deep into right center field. And that one is almost in the pool. As Wellington Castillo with his 3rd run of the postseason. And I have another superstition for you. When Wellington Castillo is home run in the postseason, the Diamondbacks are 0-2. In games he does not homer, they are 3-0. So the David Peralta thing might just cancel itself out. Diamondbacks do cut the lead to 1, however, so I'm sure Diamondback fans aren't really complaining that Wellington Castillo hit a home run. Take another look at it. Beautiful swing. Tyler Thornburg knew it was gone as soon as he pitched it. That one almost goes in the pool. And if you take another look, it just bounces out, and it actually does go in the actual pool. So there we go. Here's Pavin Smith getting an absolute meatball. He looks at it, so that'll be a strikeout. And now 2 gone for Marcell Ozuna. And that one's deep into right center field, and that one is gone. And the Diamondbacks will tie the game up as Arizona is absolutely crushing the ball right now. Ozuna's second home run of the postseason. He had that big one in Game 2. And then that'll bring Michael Lorenzen in the game. Thornburg allowed a few too many runs. Now Lorenzen's going to try to get out of this mess. Here's Mike Moustakas, his first batter. And Moustakas goes deep. And the Diamondbacks take the lead. New pitcher, same result. Arizona goes back-to-back. Moustakas' third home run of the postseason. Moustakas has been clutch for Arizona. All of his home runs have come at the perfect time when Arizona has needed home runs. Mookie Betts to strike out looking, ending a disaster of an inning for the Reds. Arizona scores 3 and they take the lead. Here's the rookie Mickey Smythe on to the 8th inning. He pitched well. I believe that's in Game 1 of the NLDS. But his first batter is a Eugenio Suarez, 3 for 3, a single, a double, and a home run. He's a triple shy of the cycle. Let's see if Eugenio Suarez can keep the hot hand going, and he strikes out on the slider. Big pitch from Smythe. He does walk Scooter Gennett, however, so Cincinnati does have a base runner now. That's the tying run on first. Yasiel Puig strikes out. He's pretty pissed about it. Big K for Mickey Smythe. And then Ramon Brito goes down looking again. So Smythe gets out of that inning. Score will remain. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th. Scott Kingery in the game for the Cincinnati Reds at second. And Cody Reed on the mound. If I'm not mistaken, Reed was in the Diamondbacks farm system a few years ago. I might be wrong about that. But if I'm not wrong, then this could be a little bit of a revenge game for him. So 2 outs. Weak hit from Jake Lamb. But the Reds were playing the shift. And because of that, Jake Lamb's going to get the double. So Arizona has a runner on scoring position now. Let's see if they can extend their lead, as that'll bring up Wellington Money Castillo. And the Reds are going to do the smart thing by intentionally walking him. Wellington Castillo is very good against lefties. And this sets a force out up at second. And this also means that Carson Kelly is going to be up to bat. Certainly Arizona's worst hitter. Kelly is without a home run, without a hit in the postseason, and without a home run in his major league career. So definitely not the guy you really want to hit here. He goes down looking on the fastball. So Cody Reed does get out of the jam. But we're going to go to the top of the 9th where Arizona can get the save. Here comes Archie Bradley, the best reliever in baseball. Got the save in Game 3 of the NLDS. That's his only postseason appearance up to this point. Here's Tyler Stevenson. That one's a nice shot into right. And Marcell Ozuna just flat out drops it. So the Reds are going to start the inning off with a base runner. You don't see drop balls in baseball every day. So the next batter will fly out. Big play for Arizona. Jake Lamb is the one who gets the catch. Now 2 outs. Here's Jose Peraza up. Weak fly out. Mookie Betts has it. And Cincinnati is down to their last out. Mookie Betts is already jumping for joy. He thinks Arizona has this game won, and it looks like they do. Adam Eaton flies it up into foul territory. Jake Lamb under it. And the Arizona Diamondbacks will steal Game 1 of the NLCS away from Cincinnati, as Arizona put up 5 runs in the 6th and 7th innings alone off of multiple big home runs from Peralta, Castillo, Moustakas, Ozuna. Nice save from Bradley. Todd Woodruff in his postseason debut. He got the jitters out, and that'll end today's episode. Have a good one.